This is the moment.
This is the moment.
A solid moment.
Have you ever been to a public toilet?
Well, I think everyone has.
I think, well, some people might not have.
Oh, they avoid them.
Some people, obsessive people, might not
Okay.
have. But you know how you wash your hands after you've been, and once you've washed your hands are clean, aren't they?
Yeah, they're clean. They're clean.
But
well,
then-
actually, there's another thing on that. Like, I
tap.
mean, if you touch the tap again
The
after
tap.
you've washed your hands, you've
tap.
just contaminated your hands again.
Bloody tap.
Why do they make a system where there's a tap, like that you have to touch after you've already cleaned your hands?
There's the new auto ones.
That's right, where you put
not
it
even new.
sense-
They've been here for ages.
That's it. They sense your hands under it.
so they're good.
I think they're great. Like,
Yeah.
I love them. When there's those, I'm just like, this is glorious.
Except, what about the ones where you have to put your hands in so far that they touch the
Oh, I
basin?
know. It's just like, oh, how unhygienic. I had to
Yes.
touch the porcelain.
Anyway,
no.
let's forget about the tap for the moment.
Yeah.
So, how about when they have paper towel? What you can do? This is a sneaky little trick.
That's right. Yeah, it's a trick. I do this trick quite frequently.
You've probably done it for longer than me, so maybe you should
Possibly.
tell listeners about
Well,
it.
the trick is that after you've washed your hands, assuming there is an auto tap, you haven't touched anything else, but the last thing you've touched is the water and the soap. So your
Clean.
hands are thoroughly clean.
Fresh.
Yep, that's true. And we don't want to ruin this freshness. We don't want to compromise it. So you grab some paper towel, you dry your hands, chuck it out, you grab a fresh bit, and then when you leave the toilets, you pull the door handle with the paper towel.
You use it.
You use the towel
Yeah.
so that you don't contaminate the hand.
Yes, because the door is gross.
It's disgusting.
Some people go into the toilet, do their business, wipe their bum, and don't even wash their
They
hands.
don't.
I've seen them
I know.
leave straight from the
And you just
toilet.
think,
And
you-
these people are touching the door.
You have rectal particles on those fingers. It's quite sickening. But
disgusting.
what I've always wondered is why the hell do they make the doors to leave the toilet a pull door?
I
Why can't it be a push
know.
door? Why can't it be a push
Because
door?
when you push, you can push with your elbow.
That's right. Or you can kick it with your
Yes,
foot.
yes.
And you're just like, I'm just going to make an escape out of this building. I'm going to kick the door open in a grand way and look, and do a Kramer out the door.
On the way
And,
in,
yeah.
it doesn't matter if you get your hands dirty because you're going to be washing them on the way out.
That's true.
So why do you have to touch it after you've washed your hands?
I know, it eliminates the whole purpose. And that's probably why people decide, you know what, I've done a crap. I
may
don't
as
want to
well
wash
not
my
even wash
hands.
my hands 'cause I have to touch the door
Because I have to
anyway.
touch the door and I'm touching everyone else's particles.
So that's why you use our sneaky tip. Use the paper toweling.
Use it
Now, if
to
the,
your advantage.
if the bin is near the door, you can just chuck it out straight away
That's
as
it.
you're opening it. If
Yeah.
it's not, just take the toweling with you and find a
Find the
bin nearby.
nearest bin, but don't touch the bit that touched the door on the towel. That's an important fact.
Got to watch out for that
Watch
bit.
out for that bit.
Good night.
No.